Hello everyone, this is Crazy Sammy coming back at you. Gonna start a new series of Oxygen Not Included playthrough. We're gonna go through about the first 100 days of getting a colony started and going, and just gonna let everyone know up front that I am by means not the best Oxygen and Not Included player, but this is the way that I go about things. So I've got a seed started. We're at the duplicate select stage. And one of the important things that I think are most important on starting the game is your first three duplicates. Um, I try to get at least one with a high intelligence. Uh, I don't like the anemic trait. I do not like the narcoleptic trait. The anemic trait means that they can't run as fast, they can't get anywhere as fast. Later on in the game, that doesn't make that big of a difference, but in the beginning of the game, it does. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle her. Yokel can't learn or can't do the research, so we want somebody. The plus learning does help because on their skills. It lets them learn their skills faster, but the yokel means that they can't do the research skill. So, here we go. Pacifists, they won't attack any of the creatures or mobs in the game. And since these are all pretty much passive critters, we don't have to worry about that. They've got a good learning skill. They like farming. So we'll go ahead and keep those. Keep Marie here. Now on to Nisbet. She's got pretty good skills here, but I don't like the narcoleptic trait. That means that they can just fall asleep whenever they want. So we'll go ahead and shuffle them. Loud sleeper isn't bad. It just means that if they sleep next to anybody, that they have to that they'll keep them awake, and it's not too bad. Their skills are good. They've got good or they like to operate machinery, and they like to do art. So we'll go ahead and leave Gossman there. Irritable bowel and uncultured. They don't like to do art, and the irritable bowel means that they have to use the bathroom 50% more, and they spend longer in there. So we'll go ahead and select these here. We'll leave these here as our dupes, and any more of the negative traits that pop up, I'll try to explain those as they come up. Down here, you can name the colony whatever you want. We'll go ahead and leave this as the Galactic Ant Farm. We'll hit embark and see where it lands us. Now, for those that don't know, Oxygen Not Included is basically it's basically a colony survival game where you got to support the colony. The duplicates are people, but they're very stupid. You literally have to teach them or tell them exactly what to do, when to do it, and all that stuff. So we're here. The first thing you want to do is dig out a little bit, get some materials. We've got limited food. We've only got 16,000 kilocalories, and each duplicate takes 1,000 kilocalories a day. So we got enough food here for our duplicates to last 5 days, barring any other food that we find while digging. Over here is how big our population is, our cycles, how many days we've lasted. This here is our stress level. Right now they're at a 5% stress, and that's because they just spawned in and they don't know where they're at. This one right here is our how high our immune system is. Right now they're all operating at 100% efficiency. So the first thing we're going to want to do, like I said, is dig some of this area out. When I dig, I like to make some changes. Give me just a second, guys. There we go. So, first thing I like to do is dig. I like to come this way 9 tiles. And I like to come this way 8 tiles. What that does is that gives us a 4 by 25 area here. And you'll see why I like to do this here. I like to keep things right around even numbers and stuff like that. One of the other things too is, since I am a little bit more advanced and I have played a little more, I like to play in fast mode. So if I'm going too fast or anything, let me know in the comments, and I will slow it down. If you guys prefer me to play a little slower, I'll play a little slower. I don't mind. So right now, we're just going to go ahead and let these guys... One of the things after they dig a hole here that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to dig them a bathroom. So... But the thing about bathrooms is they produce polluted gases and stuff like that we don't want our duplicates having to be around. Yeah, we got a little water here, so we'll go ahead and mop that up. Get them to mop that up. We'll go like that, and that's our 25 tiles. So then here we build a ladder. I like to leave a gap on either side. What that does is that'll help with airflow, so to keep the airflow circulating. Because as the dupes go, they will be breathing out. They breathe in the oxygen, and they will be breathing out carbon dioxide. Hypothermia. As long as our immunity's up high, we don't have to worry about that. We'll keep an eye on it, and if anything happens, I'll go ahead and show you what we have to do to correct that. But one thing, we really need to get this water taken care of. So we'll just go like this. Another thing that you have to watch out for is the duplicants like to trap themselves. So I'm pretty sure that Guzman can get down, but we'll find out in a second. So yeah, we'll get a bathroom built over here. Bathroom's under plumbing. Now these are just basically outhouses. And another thing that we're going to want is some place for them to wash their hands. You know, just like in real life, when you use the restroom, you want to give them a place to wash their hands. There we go. So we got one bathroom built. 4 bathrooms will actually handle up to 25. I've had up to 32 duplicates with just 4 bathrooms. They're the more advanced bathrooms, they're not the outhouses, but we'll get there in just a little bit. Like I said, first thing we want to do is just get all this dug out over the course of the next couple days. And by day 3, we want to be producing power and doing research to advance our stuff. There we go. So we'll sit here and just watch our dupes work a little bit. I like to go down another level. We need to find water, which looks like we got some good water down here. We got this water right here because we need water for the sinks. Now, with the sinks, we don't need them washing their hands both directions. So we only... Oh, nice there. Our duplicate had an accident for some reason when there's a perfectly good working bathroom over there. Now this water has food poisoning, so we want to keep this water here separate from, well, it don't really matter because they all had an accident. So we're going to keep this, keep our duplicates, we're going to separate this water and just use it for research. We don't want to use it for any type of cooking or anything like that. There we go. Why they made a mess, sometimes you just never know with your duplicates. They just do what they do. So this is an awesome start to a what not to do series, it looks like. So we just got them cleaning up this little group of stuff. I want them digging this here out more than I want them, because all that water will just keep flowing over. So there we go. Now this here will trap the water down so it stops flowing over, so they'll be able to get it cleaned up now. As you can see, yeah, we're getting lots of, because of the polluted water with food poisoning, we're getting lots of food poisoning in there. And like I said, we had 2 working bathrooms, so I'm not 100% sure why they did that. Now you see this blue oxalate stuff up here? This here is what's giving us our oxygen for us to breathe right now. As you can tell, let's see here, our oxygen overlay. Right now we've got really good oxygen. We've got a little bit of bad gas over here, carbon dioxide. And this game here simulates the gases very good. Oxygen, carbon dioxide being a heavier gas, floats down. So in the beginning of the game, everyone's worried about how to get rid of carbon dioxide. Don't worry about getting rid of it. Just let it float down. We're going to be digging all this area out down here. So we've got all this area to leave open for carbon dioxide. So that's not a problem. So now we're going to go down here, and I always make my, oh, I guess I can't add. I need to go one more on each side, so there we go. And yes, I am that petty about it. So there we go, and then once they get this done, get these built back up, we'll go ahead and deconstruct this, dig this down, actually we should go ahead and, let's see here, yeah, this is all icky water now, so we're going to want to, we might go ahead and cap this over here and let all the icky water drain down in here, but I don't really want to let the Dreco, this little critter down here is a Dreco. It's one of the critters that we find in this game. So, and we can go over there. We'll just play it by ear right now. And see what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and start getting ready to, we got our first duplicate. We're going to choose another duplicate. We got a biohazardous, which means that their immunity goes down 4% each cycle, so they just get really sick. I don't like them at the beginning of the games because we have no way to protect them. We got a narcoleptic here, which they've got 3 to cooking, 3 creativity, and 3 farming. And then we got this yokel, which, like I said, can't research, but they've got mole hands, which is +3 to digging. And at the beginning of the game, we've got a lot of digging to do. So I actually like this duplicate. We're going to go ahead and pick this one here because his skills outweigh all the other ones. So even though this one here has +5 strength, so they can carry more weight, it's just really good to have that character. Now at the beginning of the game, we have these oxygen diffusers, which uses algae here to make oxygen. And I always make 2, one on each end. And then to run these, we have our duplicates get a little exercise in. And we're going to have them run on that, and they'll fill the batteries up and keep going. But one of the things we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a wire there, run the wire all the way down, but we're not going to connect them up yet. We're just going to go ahead and let them be ready to hook up, because we've got all this oxygen still that's really good. Now, one of the things that we have to do in Oni is research for tech, and to do that is under stations right here, and we need to get a research station going. Usually by day 4, I like to have a research station going. So today will be the day that we start researching and getting our tech tree going. There we go. One thing you don't want to do is dig oxalite up, because you lose mass by digging it up, and we don't want to lose that. Now, you guys saw me earlier adjust the priority. What this does is tell them how fast we want them building things and stuff like that. So I want them to get all this stuff here done before the digging, so they'll go ahead and come over here and get this built. See, they're getting that built. And once this is done, we just click on it, click on research. And the first thing we want to do is we want to be able to assign our duplicates what we want them to do. So we're just going to go ahead and click the jobs, close out of here, and one of our duplicates will go up here. Well, maybe, let's see here. There we go. Yep. And we're going to go ahead and assign this a priority of 7. So they'll always do this above anything else. We're going to go ahead and deconstruct this. Whoops. We didn't want to deconstruct that. That was a oopsie. So there we go. And then we go power. We got to put our power back. And we'll deconstruct this one here. Basically, at the beginning of the game, you just want to keep your duplicates busy, researching, digging, whatever you want. So I just have them go up like that, and we'll start another level up here. 2, 3, 4. All my rooms are always on the, I always leave a 4. I take that back. 95% of the time I leave a 4 space gap, because a lot of the buildings are 4 spaces high, and it's just the way I like it. Doesn't have to be that way. If you want to do 3 spaces, you can do 3 spaces. If you want to do 4 spaces, you can do 4 spaces. If you want to do 5 spaces, you can do 5 spaces. In fact, a few levels you do have to do 5 spaces because of the machineries are 5. The pieces of machines are 5 high. Let's see here. We got through 13 out of 15 research points. So let's see here. So we're through day 4. We've got 8,000 kilocalories because we're finding stuff as we're digging. We'll get some more stuff over here probably because the stuff that's buried, you'll get seeds or you'll find food, stuff like that. And let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Why I do 20 will become obvious here in just a little bit. It may not be this video, it'll probably be the next video. There we go. And sometimes you can't always go the 20 like I like to do because at the beginning of the game because that's not good. Because you get into areas like this here which we don't have the technology to dig in because let's see here, because we see there's germ slime lung and we don't want our guys playing around in the slime lung quite yet because they'll get sick, really sick, and we don't want to take care of, well, we want to take care of our dupes, but we don't want to have to take care of our dupes. Here's a little hatch down here. These guys here, what they do is they eat all this stuff down here. And it gives you how much of that they eat per cycle, and it's in kilograms. Like, it'll eat 1.2 kilograms of meal lice a cycle, and it'll give us coal, and it's about 50% of the, well, it is, this one here is 50% of the mass. So if it consumes 140 kilograms of sandstone or sand a day, it'll give us 70 kilograms of coal a day. And coal will become important here in just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and put this down here because we're going to have to, since he eats stuff, we don't want to leave stuff down here like our dirt and stuff like that because the... cool. We just got our first research done. Now, that means we'll be able to build the job board and assign them jobs. Now, the next thing that people ask me, what would be the best thing to do? I always go for food. And in the food here, it'll give us algae terrariums, which uses algae and water to produce oxygen. A compost bin, which takes our polluted dirt and makes fresh dirt, but the dirt is hot. It gives us a planter box, and I don't really like growing food in the planter box because it doesn't count as a floor tile, so you have to place it on a floor tile. And then this here is a ration box, so if we get too many rations, we could always put more rations in there. I like to go ahead and go all the way up to the meal preparation tab. And the reason why I like doing that, it gives us the grill, it gives us the mess table, it gives us an egg cracker, but most importantly, it gives us this farm tile. And I'll show you why I like the farm tile here in just a couple minutes as soon as we research it. But like I say, one important thing is to keep the duplicants busy. We want to go ahead, we're checking our air pressure. We've still got 1,500 grams of pressure down here. It's breathable, but barely up there. I'm not too worried about it yet. We're gonna go ahead and make our jobs board, which is under stations. I'm going to assign that a priority 7 for them to do. And then we're going to go down here and we're going to go ahead and go down here, and we're just going to click and store everything in the world in these boxes for right now. And then we're just going to copy the settings and paste it. This way here, they'll just start, okay. They'll start sweeping up as they got free time and putting it in there. Our job board's done, so now it's time to actually start assigning our duplicates jobs. One of the first things I do when I get the job board is I come over here and I click that button. Basically, that means when you assign them a job, they automatically prioritize that job. And that means that's the job that's most important to them. So we're just going to come over here, click on Marie. And she's got skills in research. I like to go their highest skills. Even though they have a little heart, that means that those are jobs they prefer. In the beginning of the game, we kind of got to go by where their points are highest. And right now she's got a high research assistant, so we're going to go ahead and stick her as our researcher. Gossman is an operator, but we have nothing to operate, but he's got a pretty good mining, so we're going to make him a miner. We're going to go ahead and make Ren a gopher. Gopher basically means that they're just going to bring materials to the construction jobs. And let's see what Ruby likes. He likes mining, and he's got a pretty good mining skill. We don't have anything for him to operate right now. And groundskeeper, which here in a little bit we'll want people. Groundskeeper goes around and just picks up the stuff off the ground. But at the beginning of the game, like I say, lots of mining, so we're going to go ahead and make him a miner. And we're just going to go ahead and close out of here. And we'll make this a priority 9. That means whenever they get a skill change or anything like that, they'll come to the board and check their skill and all that good stuff. There we go. Get that done. Just like I say, lots of digging. Ooh, 20 is right there. Yeah, that's going to be kind of quite a ways. We won't be able to get there for a while, but that's okay. Even though we've got the stuff there, we don't have to dig out there, so nothing says you have to dig out there, but we can go ahead and just get it laid out. Like I say, coming up here shortly, you'll see why I like it. We just got to decide what we want to do with all this ucky water. This water here is not too bad. I'm not going to dig into there yet. Let's see here. Oh, jobs board is entombed. So we'll go like this. I want this on a priority 7. But we're going to set it up so on this one here, they'll only run on it when the battery gets down to 15%. And on this one here, we're going to make it so they only run on it when it gets down to 30%. So when the battery gets down to 30%, one of the duplicates will come up and start operating these. And see how we're down to 600 grams? We're going to go ahead and power the algae. And since these here are producing our oxygen, we want these at a priority 9. We want these here to be the most important thing on their agenda. We just got ourselves another little duplicate. We're going to bring them in. And we're at 8,000, so we're going to have to start thinking about food here real soon. Ooh, this guy here is actually pretty good. He's a loud sleeper, which isn't bad. He's a caregiver, so that means that if we get a sick duplicate where we need a medical bed, he'll take care of them. And an iron gut. That means that if he has to eat bad food, he won't have any negative effects like diarrhea, as you say there. This guy here is an irritable bowel, which is okay. He's got +3 kindness too. He's a good caregiver. He's stronger, which is good. +3 strength. He's got 25% construction speed. And he's got a +30% run speed buff, which is pretty good, which I'm leaning towards him. Because this guy here's got a small bladder, so he's always having to go to the bathroom all the time. And he doesn't have very... Yeah, I think we're going to go with this guy right here. So we're going to go like that. We're going to bring him in. Then we're going to go up to the jobs and just pick him a job. And we're going to make him an apprentice architect, which is a builder, even though he's got groundskeeper and gopher. He likes this. He's got a skill point in it, and we need it. So we'll bring that in. And on that note here, I think this is going to be a good spot to end it. This covers the first 6 days where I like to be. We've got our research in. We're doing okay for food. We may have to come down here and tap the water and get some of that going, but we'll wait and see, because one of the things about this game is don't panic. Your dupes are resilient. They won't just die on you at the first little bit of problem. As you can see, we got the oxygen down a little low, but we got the oxygen diffusers going. We've got a food shortage, which is we'll see how it goes. We're on the second day of meal prep, so we'll be good there. So like I said, I think this is a good spot to break. We'll go ahead and record another, or the next one. We'll get some bedrooms set up and some more advanced, maybe power and stuff like that. But that's later in the game. It's just gonna be more researching and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this water cleaned up here, because you guys see how to do it. We just come down here and mop it up. Mop up as much of it as we can. If there's too much, we just kind of shuffle it off over and get it out of the way. So, but yep. Well, I'll see all you guys next time, and hopefully we don't have any little accidents. And everyone have a good day now. Bye.